Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I unfortunately lost my first video of my daily grind, so I was just looking to knock it out again. I got 2 wins in on my lifelink deck, and they were pretty clean quick, and it didn't even take 10 minutes, or it took about 10 minutes, so I was just looking to do it again. The main thing that happened, the midweek's up. It's kind of a here nor there. Recently played lifelink. I have a different channel I've been working on, just Morpheus Gaming, that allows me content outside of Magic the Gathering. I didn't necessarily want to flood just Magic the Gathering with content that wasn't just Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to keep it. But ultimately, I was set up to record Dwarf Fortress videos, and I've been working on some of the behind-the-scenes video editing stuff that's more relevant or prevalent for longer content. I'm still learning how to do a bunch of the content creation. The authority of councils, I was just questioning whether I want to get up my authority of councils or my golden sidekick. I think I'm going to push for my golden sidekick. If I push for my soothsayer, I can drop my sidekick next round. He's going to come in with mobilize. This is a mobilize deck. Yeah. Well played. And even though this is a fairly control heavy deck, I don't have anything to really be able to help shut that down. At this point, I'm just going to be trading. Hopefully my Revenant I can push up. If this goes on my Dragon, it'll be the other way around, though. Alright, I have a 5/5, which should be sufficient to take care of the Pridemate for a minute. He doesn't have an instant. Otherwise, that would have triggered. He might have a wipe, though. That's a nice card for me. Because whenever I gain life, he's going to start losing life. Drop my Revenant. At a certain point, I'm happy to trade my Death Touch over. Because that Pridemate, unless I can get a control card or get some of my draw engine up, is going to be a problem. In a way, I'm also assuming he has another split up. So, let's see what he does for pushing. I need one more mana to be able to play my Muggle's Valor. Yeah, just board wipe. Which isn't in a way a bad call. Day of Judgment. A second one, or a split up. Still not terribly concerned. What do I want to do here? I still need that mana. I have a protect if needed. The Heir Apparent. So. Resolve. So yeah, this isn't necessarily going to end well for him, because now I'm double-dinging him on all my back damage. And next round I can actually drop my Quasi-Revenant on my Enduring Tenacity. Let's see what he plays this round. Because it almost has to be a wipe. I need my draw engine more than anything. This is definitely going a little slower than my prior games. There is then what I need for the Mogul's Valor. I thought I heard a kitty at the door. We are getting some stormy weather, and I have managed to lose power a couple times today. He wants haste. Out of all of the things that he could have killed, I think that was his... Because it does heal me and hurt him. So he couldn't even attack without killing that. But I can instant for the Mogul's Valor, and he won't, I don't think, see that coming. And that'll be the end of him. Because as long as he attacks, I can play the Mogul's Valor and soak up the damage. That's actually not going to quite do it. Because that'll only take 2 down for... Yeah, I don't think that's actually going to quite do it. Let's see what he's up to. Either way, it's 4 to 20. He has no cards. And I have cards. So I don't even have to worry about what he has up his sleeve. And he very much has to worry about what I have up mine. I guess as I was saying with the Dwarf Fortress video, I recorded a Dwarf Fortress video and I was set up to record Dwarf Fortress. So when I recorded my daily grind, I ended up without video. And yeah, it was a little bit of a boo moment, but live and learn. Did you just walk away, or at a certain point I almost feel obligated to like fill the dead space? Yeah. I do enjoy other games. I did some hell diving last night, and yeah, a little Dwarf Fortress. I'm pretty sure he just walked away. But he still has 2 timeouts, so this isn't going to go quickly. One of the problems with Dwarf Fortress is it's a slower format game, so I have to almost take the parts where I'm not talking and accelerate them, or have even parts where I just don't talk and with the intention of accelerating. But it takes so incredibly long to edit the videos. I was looking at basically programming a solution. Identify the parts where I speak and where there is no volume on my microphone track, because you actually have to split them, and I don't know. Content creation's been an interesting journey. And as I'm a software engineer, some of the video editing is so programmatically mind-numbing that I know I can programmatically solve it. So I just, yeah, wrote a program that looks for the threshold. When it reaches above a certain decibel level, it triggers, so I flip the trigger so I know when I'm talking. And then when it drops below the threshold, I flag it back so I know where the cut can be made. And it's been an interesting project to solve. And I'm pretty close to having a solution that'll do, like, save me hours and hours worth of work. It used to be like 1 hour of Dwarf Fortress turned into almost 8 hours of video editing. So, and hopefully I can get that down to something quite more reasonable. So, I wouldn't necessarily call that a clean win. I won from attrition and maybe a little frustration. I'd rather people just concede than walk away. I don't know. It could be at connection issues, you never know. Timmy Tam. Kind of like it. Or the name. I don't mind my hand either. I like seeing the arena and the Revenant. I need to draw to 1 more black, though. But I can get my Soothsayer up. I have some control. White, blue. I'm wondering if he's gonna just nope this. Yeah. That might have been a bad call because I don't have a lot of... He has something he can play at instant speed. And he's untapped and he's playing blue. So, return it to my hand. No, play it as a flash. Gains flight until end of turn. Sacrifice it. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Mothwing Shroud. Just a simple exile. He is tapped out, so I could play my Revenant. I don't have access to... I can do my... I think I'm just going to take his creature. Start getting some of my stuff out. He took mine, I took his. Although his... Because if I destroy his... That's an enchantment, right? Yeah. I mean, I'll go to the arena, not a problem. Probably should have maybe done that last round. The Prayer of Binding. Nice. That being said, I do have another replacement, so not against that. And in a way, I'd rather him take that than exile up to one target non-land permanent an opponent controls for 4 and gain 2 life. That's interesting. That could almost be moved into this deck. It's control. Play my Revenant. Even though he has a 5/5, I have a Death Touch now. Although I'm kind of assuming he's going to return it. I need my mana up. What does he get me? Or, yeah. During your turn, he and other knights have flying. I wonder if this is a knight deck. That's a spider hero. Create a 2/2 knight creature. Another control. Seam rip. I think that might have actually been a mistake on his behalf. What do I want to do here? Because I can get my arena back, and I'm almost thinking that's what I want to do. Yeah, what do I want to do here? The authority of councils helps. Considering he thought that was a bigger threat, I don't know. No attacks. I'm going to keep it as a defender. I need to actually look, because I don't have a thanks. It's only during his turn. What does this guy do? Got a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Target creature gains flying and double strike for -3. I'll take the 3. Oh, I'm glad I missed, or not glad I missed that. I did miss that. I didn't necessarily want to take the loss on. Beautiful. So if I do the encampment, I can do another golden sidekick and another golden sidekick. Now I actually really want my... But next round I'll have enough to do a Mogul's Valor if I push. So let's see what he does. I could sacrifice, but I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice for a token. I need my lifelink back. I'll soak it up. I don't want him to have another card. is, yeah, I now have a 5-4. Valkyrie's Call. Alright. I definitely need to be pulling in some mana. What do I want to do here? Because the Mogul's Valor, I think, is my best call. I'm going to have to discard if I don't actually play cards. Play the Sacrificial Lamb and another Sidekick. And got me another land. Great. This is definitely a slow game. Curious what he's going to do here. He should basically just do a full push. Yeah. So, block is 3-3, block is 6-6. Take the life, he'll get a card out of the deal. But I now have a 10-9 Enduring Tenacity. Nice. The hell was that? When it enters, if you cast it, draw 5 cards. You have no maximum hand size and don't lose life if you have 0 or less life. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, discard that many cards. Then if you have no cards in your hand, you lose the game. Alright. As this is a death-heavy deck, planes, 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 I don't have enough planes to be able to do both. I can drop the 10-9. Next, next. Three attackers. If I know where to run, whenever you lose life, you have to discard that many cards. I can know where to run as Dion, and they lose flying. With the Mogul's Valor, because I'm limited on my black. I think I'm going to do my Enduring Tenacity and my Authority of Councils. I can do my Enduring Innocence and my Nowhere to Run and my Authority of Councils. Oh, and I should have done my Authority of Councils first, boo. Let's see what he's up to. Because I'm still not sure this is my game. Just gonna take my Quasi-Revenant? That'd surprise me. They're only flyers during his turn. He's made some interesting choices for cards of mine to try and take. I'm wondering what his, I guess, end game is. I'll just say good game here to begin with. I don't know why he wanted all push. His flyer's not going to be a flyer when it's not his turn. I definitely need to start getting my life up back up. Alright, what do I want to do here? My 9-10 Enduring Tenacity would still leave me 3 left over. I almost want to do the Mogul's Valor. If I all-out attack, he has 4-8. He can... Because I'm assuming he can push through with one of them. Let's see what he does. It's going to have to discard 2 cards. I'm almost wondering if I should have made him discard 3. So, good game. But yeah, with that, I'm going to call my daily grind good. 4 games, 4 wins, and yeah, not a bad showing for my lifelink deck, that's for sure. And yeah, completed a daily, leveled my pass, and yeah, nice. I am slowly working my rings back around. This is going to give me another uncommon. But yeah. I will go through these offline, or I don't want to necessarily waste people's time that aren't interested in pack openings. Shock deals 2 damage. It's interesting I has that my first shock. Alright. Yeah. With that, I look forward to doing some more Magic in the future.